Check once where the bros are here. Talking soccer, sipping root beer. From the stands to the pitch to your ears tonight. They break it down, no fluff, no gloss. Goals and misses, they count the cost. Laugh aloud while they analyze the fight. RSL bros, they're running the show. Kicking it live where the fans all go. From the mountains high to the valley low. RSL bros, they're in the know.
RSL Nation!
What's up?
We back!
For the last time this year. Wow. Easy there, SpongeBob.
Yeah, seriously. This is the last episode of 2025.
But 2026, it's around the corner. It's around the
Yay!
Yes, this is going to be our last episode this year. Because guess what? Not only did we need a holiday break for Thanksgiving, but we definitely need a holiday break for Christmas. So that way we can let the RSL news grow, pile on, and then we can just talk. Because guess what? There's things to talk about today.
Yes. Hey, but first, Marcos Allen, welcome back from Argentina.
Thank you.
I didn't want to come back, but I did.
Look, when you go, there's something magical over there. There's just wants to keep you over there. So next trip, we're all three of us should go.
Okay.
And then that way you'll feel the same as us.
Let's plan it further in advance. And hey, we're going in 2 weeks. Want to come? I'm like, I can't go.
No, just even ask Alan. As we get to the airport, as we're leaving, I shed a tear or two. I'm like, I don't want to leave this beautiful country.
This kid started crying. I'm like, bro, really? I'm like, I'm the one that
anywhere.
It's not going anywhere. I'm the one that actually leaves family there sometimes, and so
I leave family there every time.
Point.
Yeah.
He's got points. He's got points.
But anyways, it was great. If we're gonna talk anything soccer related, we did tour the River Plate Stadium, which is the largest in South America.
And boy, is it beautiful! So beautiful.
It's the largest in South America, bigger than the Maracanã.
People
86,000.
Yeah, 86,000.
Ooh.
And it sells out every single game. So just being in there just was intimidating. So the tour, let me give you a quick recap. The tour is they guide you into a staircase where it's like your typical staircase where you open up into the stadium. It's like, so they let us inside the stadium, did like a half loop around the bowl. They let us go down onto the field where we went on the home side bench. So I took pictures of where Gallardo would sit. I took a picture with the crest in the middle of the field that's all painted in the middle of the field. That was nice. But that same day, real quick, they were taking out the grass because River had already ended their season. So it was like it was kind of meh. I wish the grass was nice, but we went down onto the field, went down to the bench area, and then they took us down into the tunnel.
That was a magical experience. That's
cool.
They took us down the same side as where River would come out of, and the Argentine national team.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, we went down in there
into the visiting locker room, not River's locker room, unfortunately.
Yeah. So they took us to the visitors' locker room. Which is 4 walls, a couple of benches, and lockers. Nothing special, but no, it was a really cool thing to be there for one of our other favorite teams besides RSL.
Very cool.
It was super cool. And to cap off the whole soccer experience in Argentina, we did go to a bar called Locos por el Fútbol, which is crazy for soccer.
And yes, as you would imagine, yes, they do support Messi in Argentina, but just the fact of how much passion and care they have for MLS there is amazing.
Those pictures were wild.
The bar was packed for the Miami game.
Oh, I bet.
Can you believe it? I was like,
I believe that.
I mean, it was cool. We also saw, we watched some of the I think Boca was playing that weekend. We went to that same bar afterwards. The whole outside of the bar was full of Boca fans. So it was a lot of fun. Half the street was filled with fans just watching on a TV screen, like a 32-inch screen. So, anyways, that was our soccer experience in Argentina. We don't want to bore you guys with anything else, but it was great. It was a lot of fun.
Sweet. Glad you had a good time.
Thanks. We're glad to be back because we have to talk RSL right now.
Oh my gosh.
So, this is roughly how it's going to go down. Hopefully it does. If not, go with the flow, everyone. We have RSL news such as players leaving, coaches leaving, players winning awards, um,
Transfer rumors,
rumors. That's right, transfer rumors.
hopes.
Oh, hopes and dreams.
Dreams and wishes.
um, we're then going to talk about MLS Cup because I know everyone that's listening right now loves Messi, and so that's what we're going to talk about. I'm looking at all you guys in the Facebook chat, looking at all of you. And then we're gonna do a little quick recap of the World Cup draw because, bro, I
Wild.
even though it went to 48 teams, I don't know what it is, but I still got the same excitement, even if it was 32, 48. It doesn't matter. It was exciting.
Yeah.
In fact, we could talk about a couple of things that happened during the draw ceremony, whatever. That was kind of weird. It was a weird draw ceremony.
Right? 100%.
And then we'll finish off with Instagram questions because we love you guys and we appreciate all your questions. I saw a couple of them and it's going to be a fun time at the end of
Ooh,
this.
good.
I love it.
I didn't look again. I don't like spoiling.
Naturally. So, without further ado, I'm going to leave this off to Christian. Give us some of the RSL news that we've heard in the past couple of weeks and let's just comment. Let's just talk about it.
So far we only have one player departure that's been essentially confirmed at this point. Brian Vera is leaving. He is going to Canada.
Canada.
Honestly,
Which
I'm kind of surprised. I did not have Montreal on my bucket list of teams that he would go to. I honestly thought he'd be heading back to Colombia.
if he left, yes. Which the surprising thing is, didn't we just renegotiate his contract?
No, they were under negotiations.
Oh, they weren't clear about that.
Yeah, I think it was when they listed all the under contract yada yada. I think his was
Under negotiations.
yeah, it was under negotiations.
Well, the negotiations were short.
It didn't happen. Well, because if you think about it, the amount I think if I'm not mistaken, it was 1.5 million.
Correct. And add-ons.
Do you guys remember or do you guys know how much we were paying him? Around the 450 range.
That's a good renegotiation. It's a really good renegotiation.
And again, if I'm not mistaken, if it wasn't higher than 6, I know that it wasn't higher than 6. So, I can only imagine that he wanted to get paid more. RSO wasn't willing to pay out, or it could be that he wasn't jiving with the whole coaching staff or the whole team or whatever,
No,
because
absolutely. And I think as much as we want Vera, because he's a catalyst on this back line, which is huge with him and DeAndre and Alex, he probably wasn't jiving with the players, the coaching staff. So as much as to let him suffer, it's best to let him move on. And I think that just opens the gate to us getting that veteran piece to help with that back line, because I think DeAndre can't just be that only veteran piece on that back line.
well, I mean, if you're gonna say veteran piece, Glad is a veteran piece. But if we're gonna go with the whole opinion of RSL Nation, I think people have lost their fandomness or their enthusiasm for Glad, and so I personally think that the switch for well, not, I won't call it a switch, the sell of Vera instead of selling Glad is kind of a letdown, in my opinion. Just because for the amount that we're paying Glad as well,
Yeah.
I would have gladly, no pun intended, given Vera Glad salary instead of just keeping Glad.
Definitely.
But I mean, I think we actually I don't. would we be losing money? No, making money? I don't even know. It would be the same. Whatever. Anyways,
No idea.
no idea. But um,
No, for the
I'm
time
not I'm
being,
not a fan of Vera leaving.
no, I don't think anybody is at all. So for the time being, until we get sign somebody, we have Sam and Glad for our back line.
I think Sam is still under negotiation.
He's under negotiation. Yeah. It's unclear. This free agency, I think it's going to be wild. We're
It
going to see
opens
some
on
weird changes.
it opens on Thursday.
I thought it opened today.
No, yeah,
Thursday.
Oh, 11th. That's right.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
would you look-
The 11th. But it's still our back. We'll say our center backs are totally depleted right now. With Vera gone, Sam kind of meh. PQ is there. PQ is there. No,
Sorry, PQ Glazer. He's sticking around.
look, PQ. He's a great sub. Great
He
sub.
is.
But again, we need someone. What Marco said, a veteran as a center back, and I think just
We all know
having
who we're thinking of.
well, rumors
But it-
are swirling.
But is Zimmerman the right choice though?
I think out of the choices there are that we know of, he's the best.
Look, let's do a quick step back. Charlotte was in desperate need of a center back. They got Tim Ream, who's a lot older. And
But
they were
very
decent.
experienced.
Yeah, and they were decent. In fact, I'm actually interested. What was their goals against this season? Because
And to kind of give credence to Alan's argument here, it's not like Tim Ream was on the decline. He was putting in good minutes at Fulham, which is a Premier League club, and was still performing well. He just wanted to come back to the States. That's it. I think he could have continued to perform in England at a high level.
True. I'm not totally opposed to bringing on Walker Zimmerman. It would be for what, 2 years max, because he's 32 years old right now. That'd be until he's about 34. So yeah,
Tim
sign him.
Ream's what, 36?
36.
38?
I would sign him until 35 to be
Yeah.
fair. But
Give us a few years.
but yeah, we need someone
But
right now.
No, having somebody like Walker would be able to help Justin to be able to figure out what he's lacking to try to get better.
Look.
Mm.
You're talking about Justin in a way that you want to keep developing him. Justin is 30 years old. He's done developing. He's the one that should be in Walker Zimmerman's spot, saying, "Hey, I'm going to help the younger ones." But right now, we treat him as like a liability.
I think we need to bring in somebody that complements him. It has to. Here's the thing. Justin Glad's not going away. He does have good experience. He did spend a good amount of time with the captaincy. He needs someone on that back line who complements him. I think one of the things that could have led to the easiness of Vera leaving was that he and Vera did not click terribly well. It was either Justin was on the field or Brian was on the field, and they performed well separately, but they never really performed well together. And now that, and obviously the club was like, well, we're going to take our homegrown over Brian's. Thanks, Brian. Bye.
I think it might have been because Brian technically was again out of a contract and they were negotiating, and I think Glad is guaranteed until 27. That's probably another caveat there.
So then, do you think that would be a good pairing, Glad and Vera? I mean, excuse me, Glad and Zimmerman.
I think it'd be solid.
It's worth a shot. I mean, if all else fails, you bench Glad and you put someone else in next to Zimmerman because Zimmerman has the we'll call it the upper experience. They both have experience, but Zimmerman
has World Cup experience.
National team experience, international experience, I guess you can call it. So, I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's a great rumor. Love it.
No, we'll see. We'll see if anything happens come Thursday.
Maybe.
Now, other changes, unfortunately, comes on the coaching roster as well. This one hit today as of recording, and this one hurts.
It hurt.
It really hurts. RSL's parted ways with James Olave and Joel Delas. And That hurts.
The
I
Olave one hits big time because
oh,
we see the development that Olave has had on the back line, especially with Vera's development and helping this back line to where they're at now has been huge. So that one is a massive head scratcher for me.
it's not a head scratcher. It's just I don't know. They're probably just trying to renew the assistant coaches because with Nate leaving left to
Hmm.
Boise,
Hmm.
and then now these two. Who's left? Is it's
Mirza and Pablo.
we're gonna see a whole new coaching staff.
no, it's let's see. No, Anthony and Mirza with Pablo.
Yeah.
So there's three. Yeah, three gone. There's two. It says here someone was saying two left for the assistant coach position. I guess because the Joel was the Monarchs coach. He wasn't really an assistant per se. But interesting. This is going to be an absolute ridiculous offseason. Um, Coaching staff wise, players wise, because we still need a lot of players. Um, Real quick rumor that slid by, I think, unnoticed, but
It was about a couple days, maybe 2 days max.
another Brazilian was on the radar.
We don't need
Um,
another striker right now.
not only that, did you by chance see his stats?
They were terrible, so bad.
Here, let me pull up the
Ugh,
stats real quick because I have it. Where is he? His name is Ronnie from Atletico Mineiro. 30 years old. Right now, as it stands, he has played 35 games and 6 goals with an average rating of 6.8 on FOTMob. For a 30-year-old to be a market value of 6.1 million, my friends. And by the way, he's made 62 appearances overall with Mineiro and only scored
that's it.
13 goals.
Yeah, no,
Oh,
thank you.
that's not
No,
a
thank you.
He his previous team was Palmeiras. He made 63 appearances in 2024 with only 10 goals. The highest year goal total that he's had was 23, and that was back in 2022.
No,
Exactly.
we've said this in past episodes with now Jason Christ taking the head. I'm not afraid. I'm not worried that Jason's gonna make stupid decisions like this.
Yeah, this one doesn't sound like him.
no.
But I mean, personally, don't give me more Brazilians for right now. For now.
Yeah.
Rafa's the only one that only Brazilian.
Well, Juan Cruz, bro. Dude,
The only one that's leading the force right now.
I'm just saying, if you're gonna the only Brazilian, no, he's the only Brazilian that I trust in right now.
Yes. Yes.
Um, I can't think any other rumors from
Not right
RSL.
now.
Okay, guys, this is why we do this now, and then we take a break because come January, I bet you, in fact, these couple weeks, there's gonna be,
There's gonna be
mm,
more players leaving, coming, going. So
Our
yeah.
colors are gonna change. I'm joking.
Oh, bro.
Could you
Oh,
imagine?
speaking of which, just real quick, someone like posted a quick picture inside the Facebook chat,
Oh
and
no.
they put like our select health logo or whatever, and it was the Barca uniform, the one that had the horizontal stripes, the one that had
Oh,
the Neymar, Suarez, Messi
well,
lineup.
we are getting new kits this season. So
I
that I'm
mean,
looking forward to.
are you looking it up, Christian?
I need to remember which chat group this
Which
is in.
chat?
Oh, there we
Oh,
go.
someone was saying it's going to be similar to the 2022 Monarchs kit. Look, someone
see, those are
posted that,
clean. Those are
Yeah,
clean. I like those.
but everyone was saying they don't. They said it's too basic. I'm like, bro, I think we need to be that, not like just solid
right.
red or solid white. Like, give
No,
me some
no,
stripes.
no.
Ooh,
Tyler Gibbons does a phenomenal job.
he does a phenomenal job. Tyler's such a great guy. A couple other RSL related pieces of news,
Okay,
transfer news. Four-star Jago has found a new team with Sacramento,
okay.
and then the former star known as Chicho, Pumas is going after him, and San Jose keeps saying no. Because honestly, if San Jose loses Chicho, then they have no team. They
That's
fall
true.
apart.
And I think Joseph Martinez is leaving also.
Yeah,
He's gone.
he's gone.
Yeah,
Yeah, because you had mentioned a couple episodes ago, you're like, should we get him? No, no, no,
no.
no,
Mm-mm, no.
no, no.
No, but going back to the Iago real quick, that opens up a roster spot for RSL.
International, doesn't it?
Mhm.
Maybe.
Correct.
We have
Correct.
we have so many slots open, it's
Well,
ridiculous.
and we have players coming back from loan too.
Dom.
Dom, Nelson,
Nelson, which
those are the ones that matter.
it's true. But they're ones that actually kind of put a little wrench inside of everything because it's like we had too many in those positions and now they're
Now
coming
we don't have
back
enough.
and now we don't
Oh
have
yeah.
enough.
Oh, now Johnny's gone. Now we bring back Dom. So
Mm,
Yeah, it's
mm.
true.
But it's gonna be a what you call it, a Xavier Dom battle on that right wing.
Oh, honestly, I'm
I,
down for
I'm
battles.
I'm here for it. I'm here for that.
I don't know. Anyways, all right. Let's leave the RSO rumor mill and let's talk a little bit about MLS Cup, how that went down. Um as we all know, Miami won, but people are gonna be like, well, obviously MLS wants Miami to win, blah blah blah. Guys, let's talk about the previous, like
Uh,
before the game. Vancouver was like, I thought they were the team to beat.
Same.
Um, they were, I mean, they
You
were
look at yeah.
solid.
Oh yeah. You look at their past games in the semifinals, quarterfinals. They looked good. They looked really hot. So I thought this was the team.
Well, and I said several times, this is Vancouver's title to lose. It wasn't Miami's to win, it was Vancouver's to lose. And they lost it. They lost it in, I hate to say this, in an RSL fashion. Not being clinical in front of the goal, not being as aggressive as they should have been. Um,
Yeah.
second chance balls, all of that. Just
In fact, for a good majority of the game, so the first couple, let's say 10, 15 minutes, it was all Miami. Miami was doing what they do. But from about the 15th until about the 75th, that was all Vancouver. They pinned Miami down, even to the point where they had a shot that hit double. In fact, I think it was a triple post because it not only did the shot
mhm.
go double post,
Yep.
but when he went to go after it again, it hit the post again. Um,
That was very unfortunate.
Bro, Vancouver, like what you said, Christian, it was theirs to lose. Even though Miami was at home, and everyone, all the conspiracy theorists are gonna be like, well, this was obviously gonna be for Miami. It was meant to be, blah blah blah. MLS helped them, Don Garber helped, blah blah.
People, okay,
Uh,
people who say that, you don't know squat. You need to just shut your mouths because the people that say that the MLS is rigged, it's not. It's really not. People that say that this was all for Messi, Suarez, Alba, Busquets, no, it's not. They work their hardest to get that crest, that one star on their jersey.
Mhm. I mean, just look at pure numbers. Possession for this MLS Cup final. Miami had 35% possession, Vancouver had 65%.
Right?
Miami only had 8 total shots the entire game with only 3 on target. Vancouver, 10 shots with 4 on target.
Yeah.
Accurate passes, Vancouver had more accurate passes. They both somehow only had 1 corner the entire game, which is
Yeah,
wild.
it was no corners whatsoever. It was
No
absolutely
corners
ridiculous.
whatsoever. Like, if you look at duels, Vancouver won all the duels. Like, everything on paper says that Vancouver should have won.
Yeah.
I think next season, Vancouver is going to be that team that is going to be winning the Supporter Shield because they are going to be coming back hungry and ready because
They should.
Miami is going to be losing a bunch of players. Obviously, they're losing Busquets, losing Alba, possibly losing Suarez. So who knows where they're going to be at?
Yeah.
So Vancouver is going to be hungry for revenge.
Yeah, those look, I don't want to say any predictions about any of that stuff for next season, but Vancouver does seem to have a really good base, and I don't know how many of their players are leaving, but Hopefully, their main players don't, so that way they can keep having success. But usually, after a season like this, it's hard to repeat. It really is.
Mhm.
You might see like Brian White almost fell off the team this year because of injuries. He just wasn't playing up to speed like he was like the previous season. Before it was Brian White, Ryan Gauld, right? Gauld.
Mhm.
Well, Gald was out the whole season, mostly
Right.
for injury, and
And so that's what I'm saying. Like the 2024 season, it was those two like lights out. This season, yes, Vancouver did well, and those two were out. So
yeah.
yeah, they might throw some changes in there.
And to let you know how tough it is to repeat in MLS Cup to win back to back, for those who are like, oh, they're going to back to back. The last back to back winners were the LA Galaxy in 2011 and 2012.
Yeah.
Really?
Yep.
And then
I could have
before,
sworn it was Seattle.
No.
And then
No.
before that, 2006 and 2007, the Dynamo, the only two times they've won the cup. And then before that, all the way back in 1996 and 1997 with DC United.
So it's only
That's
happened
right.
3 times.
It only happened 3 times back to back that I can see.
And the last one was like 13 years ago. That's crazy. Well, and it should be harder now because of the amount of teams that we have in the league. Before, I mean,
And the playoff formats, yeah.
well, I mean, because
Well, it
if you
keeps changing.
if you're looking at it happened 3 times in the first 20 years of the league.
Mhm.
In fact, it was like the first, yeah, we'll say 18 years of the league when the league only had like up to what was it, 15 teams. Now we've doubled. Yeah, you're not going to get repeats. This isn't Premier League. This isn't Bundesliga. This isn't La Liga. You're not going to get repeat champions. So, and that's probably what makes it harder. I don't know. So,
No,
anyways,
as we're talking about MLS Cup, I want to give a shout out to Javi Morales.
oh yeah, that's true.
Yes.
Shout out Javi. I mean, the GOAT, the real GOAT.
MLS Cup as a player, MLS Cup as a coach. So kudos to him. Congratulations.
I'm telling you, that's probably going to be the biggest regret of this organization was letting him go and letting him just
And
branch off somewhere.
and his son too.
And his son, who's on the team on the first team, bro. Oh, anyways, everyone that y'all know. Yeah, this is frustrating. Anyways, because I'm a Messi fan, I know you guys are. I might have been secretly cheering for Miami in this game, but um, Messi did not disappoint at his 38 years old. His touches are so on point. It's absolutely ridiculous. His assist on the last goal was didn't touch the ground. It was a long kick from Jordi Alba. He traps it, passes it, I guess chips it up and over
Oh,
without touching the ground to DePaul.
I
And DePaul
no.
slots it.
Oh,
no, that
I
was the second goal.
Was
I,
this the
I,
second?
He
Allende.
assisted on.
I
Yeah.
Allende.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Allende. DePaul was the second. Okay. Anyways, um, guys, I don't think this MLS Cup disappointed.
No.
And even though most of you guys probably didn't watch it, I think it was
Honestly,
really
the
good.
only thing that disappointed was Miami Stadium because it's not a great design for a stadium.
Oh,
I was actually disappointed to see empty seats.
So that's it. I'm
Mhm.
excited for Miami's new stadium because that final would have looked so much better in that stadium. That's it. That is it.
on my way back from Argentina, I stopped in Miami. I saw their new stadium. Beautiful, beautiful stadium. It's practically complete because it's going to open up next season. It looks
It's right next to
amazing.
the airport. It's like
Literally right next to the
almost
airport.
touching.
You look outside the window because it used to be an old golf course.
And it almost looks as good as this one right here behind us.
Ours looks better.
Ours
Of
look better.
course, ours looks better.
Oh, so anyways, so that's MLS Cup. I'm glad we I watched it. I'm glad I watched it.
Me
I'm
too.
I'm a sicko for watching those games. So
But should we talk about the cup?
The
the
cup.
the
cup.
biggest the
cup.
biggest cup.
The biggest of the cups.
Stop.
gonna be the best.
The World Cup draw brought so much awkwardness.
Oh my gosh.
Was
The
I watching the
secondhand
Super Bowl?
embarrassment.
No,
Like,
no.
it's like
The Super Bowl, like it wasn't
Don't
even like
don't
no. It was the Super Bowl.
don't try to badmouth the Super Bowl. Come on.
Though they did say what was it, like 209 Super Bowls or something like that. How many did they say?
something like
107,
that. It was unbearable to watch.
bro.
It was
In,
something.
Infantino is such a weirdo. And I wonder if he sounds weird in English because maybe in Italian it sounds a little bit more normal, but the way he expresses a lot of these things, like, all right, let's get this off the table. When he said, let's do the USA, and then it was like Mexico and then Canada. I was like, what
I'm like,
the heck is
Yeah,
stop,
that?
that was
stop it.
weird.
That was
I forgot that he
cringe.
did that. That was bad.
I'm glad I reminded you. Now you're gonna have it in your
Well,
head.
just the
Gross.
fact that they had Kevin Hart, Shaquille O'Neal.
That
No,
wasn't
no,
Uh,
even
no, no,
bad
no,
though.
no, no. That was
That,
good. That was
that was
good.
good. Marcos,
no, no,
quit
oh, no,
having
no,
bad
no,
takes.
no. Wayne Gretzky though can't even say names correctly.
No, no, but that's just Wayne Gretzky. First off, who would you put in for Canada? Name me a
Like
Canadian hero.
Justin Bieber, I don't know.
No,
Put in
Hero.
Drake.
no, worse.
You're fired. Get out of here.
He's fired.
Oh my gosh. You
Wayne,
didn't even you could have a
now,
low ball would have been Ryan Reynolds.
look, though I did
Low ball.
just because I don't watch baseball, guys. I did not appreciate having Aaron. What was it Aaron Budge?
Aaron
Judge.
Judge plays for
Judge.
the Yankees.
You're so bros, don't know sports.
No, don't know baseball. I don't give two rats hoot about baseball. So that's why I'm like,
Aaron Budge, I love
what?
it.
Why would you put Aaron Budge on the stage? I mean,
Because he's arguably one of the greatest Americans to have played baseball. He's
He's
really
the
good.
face of the MLB.
I would put Derek Jeter over him.
Oh boy. Let's move on.
Yeah.
Let's move on.
All right. Anyways, this ceremony was like the weirdest thing on this planet. I think the only saving grace was Rio Ferdinand was I think he did a great job.
He did a good job.
I enjoyed Shaquille O'Neal being there because of he knows he doesn't know jack about soccer, but it was just great him being like that awkward, like I have no idea what I'm doing here. So without further ado, let's just get into these groups and your guys' thoughts. I'm not going to name off all the groups, but
What do you mean?
what
You don't name all 48 teams?
bro, I don't think anyone listening really wants me to list that off.
I
But
don't want him to.
but let's give me what your guys' group of death would be. Marcos, give me yours first.
I'm gonna go with Group I. You have France, Senegal, um, and then you got the winner of the Intercontinental, and then you have Norway.
Guys,
Mbappe against Holland right there.
yeah, Mbappe against Holland. Thierry Henry in the post ceremony described the rival, we'll call it rivalry between Senegal and France because Senegal used to be a French colony, and so there's still kind of that bitterness around that. Senegal also beat France in the opening game of the 2002 World Cup.
Hmm.
So right after France became champions, so the next cup, Senegal was the one that beat them in France, and I guess in their opening game. So there's kind of a kind of a tension around there. Um, the intercontinental game is Bolivia, Suriname, and Iraq,
Like
which
Iraq can make some noise.
yes. I wonder though, is it between Suriname, Iraq, and then the winner of that plays Bolivia?
No, winner
Yes.
plays
No.
Iraq.
Winner plays Iraq. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So Bolivia, Suriname, and then winner plays Iraq. Okay. Norway, I think might be is a potential dark horse.
hmm
People have been throwing that out there. So, I actually thought that Group H would be the group of death, just because of what Saudi Arabia did to Argentina last year. They have that wild card feel. But you also have Spain and Uruguay, which that any South American team against Spain, it's like there's some kind of ish going on there. So there, I think Spain might have a tough time. Just throwing it out there. Christian, I know you had Group I, but was there another group in your watch?
Group F, as in Foxtrot. That's Japan, Netherlands, Tunisia, and European Playoff B. Now, here's my reasoning behind that. Japan, great team. Netherlands, obviously a great team. Tunisia, eh. But the European B, it's going to be either Ukraine, Sweden, Poland, or Albania. Three
Oh,
out of
pretty
those four are dark
Lew
horses.
Poland, Lewandowski. Oh,
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, and what makes it going to your point, all of them are pretty much the same level. They're not like
Mhm.
top, but they're pretty much
They're
same
solid.
level. Mm-hmm.
They're
So
competitive.
I can see that. Japan, what are they ranked right now? Like 17th? Netherlands are top or like 8th right now in the FIFA rankings.
Let's take a quick look
The,
see.
someone had I can't remember what
Japan is
page.
18th,
18th. Okay. 18th. Netherlands is 8th.
7th.
It's okay. But and I won't ask about the other four in the UEFA playoff game, but there was a post made by someone somewhere, I don't know where, and I wish I had it on hand. This would have been really useful for this conversation. The average ranking for each group.
Oh,
I can pull
And
that here. While you keep talking, I'll pull it up. I have it.
oh, you have it? Okay.
Yeah.
'Cause if I'm not mistaken, and I hope I'm not, I think the US's group might be the highest averaged ranked,
yep.
which some might say that, oh, if that's the case, then that would be the group of death. Um,
Actually, number one is Group F.
Perfect. It's exactly what we were saying. Nice, we nailed it. um, so that's a lot of upper level, upper ranked teams. Um, but I guess while we're at it, let's comment on the US group because this is a US team that look, if people want to talk about conspiracy theories, I'm totally going with Group D being a conspiracy theory because of who's in there and what the latest friendlies have been. I don't know.
Right.
I prove me wrong, but the U.S. all of a sudden playing Paraguay and Australia this past couple of friendlies,
Right.
and then all of a sudden, oh look, they're in the same World Cup group. Weird. Um, and both games ended kind of well, maybe not as much the Australian one, but both games were intense, and the Paraguay one ended spicy.
Yeah. I don't.
Mhm.
I don't see a reason why USA doesn't finish first in this group.
Really? I look. Let's be
If
real here.
if if they play to their best, they win. If not, second place behind Paraguay.
Yeah, look. This is way too early. I'm gonna wait for the March friendlies and maybe like the May friendlies. But
But if you do remember, with the change of this format for the World Cup, top eight third place teams make it to the knockout. So there's no reason that they don't make it to the knockout round because hypothetically, if you get 3 points, three draws, you could still end up making it to the knockout,
it's true. Um,
which is
it
ridiculous. Which is
it
ridiculous to think
it,
about.
it kind of is. The UEFA playing game for the US has Turkey, Romania, Slovakia, and Kosovo.
Oh,
Um,
Mhm.
if Turkey goes through, that I think then turns it into the group of death because
Fair.
Turkey I think is is another wild card that if they come if they come in and play well, they're really good.
Yeah.
And I'm just saying, Australia moved on to the knockout round last World Cup, having to play against Argentina, and gave Argentina a fight. I think, and Paraguay is also improving a lot with their new coach Alfaro.
hmm
Um, I don't know, man.
Here's
U.S. This is gonna be a tough one.
here's the thing. The World Cup is a tough tournament. Nobody is I don't care what people say, nobody is guaranteed a cakewalk through the group stage and definitely not through the elimination games. It, these teams qualified for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
Like you take a like a lot of people like, oh, Group K, Uzbekistan's gonna be lucky to score a goal. they still qualified for the World Cup.
Yeah.
You take a look at massive countries that didn't qualify for the World Cup within the Asian Uzbekistan's technically European, but within the Eurasia, China didn't qualify.
Mm-hmm.
India struggles to qualify.
Right.
These are massive countries that you would assume, oh, they have a lot of people. They're gonna have a lot of great players. Not guaranteed.
Right. And real quick, just because it's us, Argentina's group, people will say that it's an easy group, but you have to remember Algeria is pretty similar to Saudi Arabia.
Hmm.
I would say
Jordan,
the only easy team, Jordan, because it's their first World Cup ever.
and even
Good for
then,
them, by the way.
but even then, I think right now, currently, they're in like some kind of semifinal of some Middle
The
Eastern Cup or something like that,
correct.
and so
But
they're doing really well.
it's gonna be tough, but they'll be able to get through. For me, a matchup that I'm really looking forward to, it's still the group is not great, but the one matchup, it's gonna be a good matchup. Brazil, Morocco in Group C.
Bro,
Mm,
yes, yes,
That
yes.
yes.
Don't sleep on that game.
brand new head coach, Morocco making it to the semis last year. Morocco's youth,
Last year.
Last World Cup.
Yeah.
last World Cup. Morocco's youth up and coming, they're good.
They didn't they win both?
Hmm.
Both
They did.
the 17s and the 20s.
Yeah.
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 And I also don't envy Canada in their group. Qatar's going to be fine. Switzerland's going to be tough. And the European playoff A, potential of Italy, Northern Ireland, Wales, or Bosnia and Herzegovina. I wouldn't want to play any of those teams.
Bro. I'm do you know what all this is? It's giving me the nostalgic feeling of I need to buy my sticker book again. This is
Because we
I'm
can't afford tickets. Thanks,
We can't.
FIFA.
Let's talk about
But
that half a second. Give me half a second. I looked up on SeatGeek tickets. And I know they're resale because
no. I was seeing some. The cheapest right now I saw was 250. I can't remember which game, but 250 is the cheapest right now.
yeah, it's probably like Haiti versus Scotland, bro. Um, no, the Argentina games, just the Argentina games, just for us, okay?
Mhm.
First game in Kansas City, cheapest is $1,100 for the two games in Dallas. The second game is 1,400. The last game is 1,300. Cheapest tickets.
You thought they would have learned their lesson from the Club World Cup. Apparently not.
We'll sit outside the stadium and listen to the game.
I'm not gonna travel to Dallas just to listen outside the stadium.
Uh,
Bro,
no, but we
anyways,
we get we get the nostalgic of 2010, Mexico, South Africa to start the World Cup.
That's gonna be such a banger.
that's gonna be fun. That's that's fun because they were hosting, huh? And
Yep.
now Mexico hosts. This is
How the turntables.
how the turntables.
How the turntables.
Okay, we're done talking about World Cup because we're gonna talk about way more detail in World Cup next year. But this is exciting. I'm excited. I'm pretty sure you guys that are listening are excited, have a lot of opinions about it, but we'll leave it at that. But we do want to spend time on your Instagram questions because I have a feeling we have a lot of opinions.
Absolutely. Here we go. First question of the night. What are your favorite teams to watch from other leagues during the off season?
Christian, go ahead.
All right, so in England, you got Manchester United. In Germany, you got Borussia Dortmund. In Italy, you got Juventus. In um, France, Lille. And in Argentina, River Plate and Club Atlético Tucumán. I do not currently have a team in any of those leagues. Send suggestions my way.
Okay. But seeing as MLS is on a break and Argentina is on a break, um, I usually stick with
Oh, Barcelona and Spain.
yeah,
Sorry.
I was gonna say I stick with Barcelona, or Atletico. But in those other leagues, I follow players, not teams. So Atletico Barca, I follow City, but then again, I follow more closely Aston Villa, for you guys know why. Um, but
Not
Debu.
BT, Debu. That was a
Debo.
slip of the tongue. Sorry.
um, and then everything else is just meh, to be honest. But
Yeah, I've been very strong right now, Barca, just because Barca's #1 right now. They jumped Real Madrid because Real Madrid lost the other day. Thank
I, sh
goodness.
I,
Thank you,
I
Celta.
I should say I do watch Madrid, but again for players, not for the team.
Bastante.
Mastantuono.
Más tanto no. Next question for you guys. What roster changes do we want to see this offseason?
Uh, back line. I mean, we already talked about it. The center back position, specifically the center back position, is so depleted right now, and we need a renovation, a rejuvenation. But I think we need almost like a mini overhaul of the attack as well. Um, there are certain positions, um, especially with someone wearing the number 10, that probably needs to be replaced. Um, and I think there are other better players out there that we can get.
I think with us getting rid of Agata and us now officially getting rid of Ajago, just replacements for those, but better replacements.
That's fair.
I'll agree with that. That's basically what I'm trying to get at with a
Yeah.
few other specifics.
And then of course the backline. Backline is the first and foremost. That needs to be fixed.
I think finally we're comfortable with our midfield because we know what they produce.
Yeah.
Um,
It's a solid midfield.
could we get better people? Yes.
I'm gonna add one more position. I do want a new young keeper.
Mason
Back up
isn't
to
young enough
Cabral.
for you? Mason does it for me, man.
Wait, how old is Mason?
I don't know,
He's-
but
It was like he's kind of fresh out of college. Like this is
Oh,
gonna be his
is
second
he
season.
really?
I
No,
I
no,
thought he
think,
was older than that.
no. Sorry, I'm thinking of the other keeper.
yeah,
No,
you're thinking of
I'm thinking. I'm. Oh
whatever
no,
his
Oh,
name.
that's right. I
Mason's
forgot about it.
Mason's
Mason
27, 28.
28.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look, I'm sticking with Mason. He has a great
Okay, I
he
could see.
has
I
a
could
great
stick with him.
smile. I love his smile. It's like, ding.
That's all it takes. That's all it takes for Alan. That's all
Hi,
it takes.
Gavin. We miss you out here, by the
Oh
way.
yeah, that's true. We miss Gavin Beavers.
I wish he was starting for his team out there.
I wish he would get more calls to the senior team as like a second or third string. Give me a third string for Gavin. And
Yes.
he should have been starting for the U20s. Let's
He
not
should have been
forget that.
Gold Cup. He should be on the bench for the Gold Cup.
Hmm.
Here we go. Next question for you guys. What did you ask Santa for Christmas?
I mean, in reality,
In reality,
to pay all my bills.
pots and pans. I've had the same pots and pans since college. That was
Do they-
12 years ago.
Do they work still, or does food now just stick on them constantly?
My soup pot is flaking on the bottom.
Ew.
It's
If
time.
anybody wants to get Christian new pots and pans, his Venmo is right below.
No, that's not gonna be
No.
below.
It's not going to be below. I don't need random people requesting money from me.
That's funny. We just got new pots and pans. Probably 'cause that's why I didn't think about that first. But
Adult things, man.
adult
No,
things.
I-
Wait,
What do I want? I want a
Yeah.
KitchenAid. I want a KitchenAid.
Oh,
KitchenAid
piece of
mixer.
sushi.
but you don't even make dough.
I make
Do you even
bread.
cook?
He makes banana bread like constantly.
I do. I love baking.
That explains a lot.
Next question.
Will you be doing World Cup shows next summer?
I want to.
I mean, if y'all want it, we'll do it.
I'm
will do it.
down.
We will do World Cup episodes.
Like even though RSL won't be playing it during the time, we'll still be recording.
I wonder.
And I'll say this.
What?
If Bolivia somehow makes the World Cup, I will buy a new Bolivia jersey to wear for one of the episodes.
Do it.
I love it.
Do it.
We're
Um,
Team Bolivia.
That actually sounds like fun to do a watch along for like a US game.
Yeah.
I only say US because that
maybe
majority
Maybe we
of you.
could figure out how to live stream on YouTube so we can talk during the game and
Y'all
obviously we
comment.
won't comment. We obviously we can't actually show the game for copyright reasons, but we can talk about it while we watch it.
Hey, watch
Cool.
alongs. They're great.
Watch
Okay,
alongs.
stay tuned as it gets closer for that one. Next question for you guys. Should the MLS have a rule where a team always has to have X number of US players for a game?
Never.
I
No.
think they're referring to obviously the Miami situation.
Now let's talk about that for just a second. That's a great point because I that's a point that I wanted to bring up. The roster, the starting 11 for Miami, I think if I'm not mistaken, it was
Not a
eight,
single American.
not a single American, but it was eight
Argentines.
Argentines.
Hmm. Correct.
My friends, my friends, guys, I'm not gonna say I'm biased, but it's pretty evident who runs the show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. I'm not going to require it because if MLS is going to if MLS is going to succeed as a league, we need to attract players that want to play here, not just Americans. We do
Mhm.
want to attract the best Americans, but we also want to see Americans go overseas as well.
I'm telling you,
Now, in fairness, I want the same thing for us as well, us smaller teams. Like if they get
Mhm.
this treatment, having international players for all 11, we deserve the same.
but why can't we?
We haven't done that. We've never done that.
And that's what I'm saying. That's why I'm probably because I'm not educated in the salary cap stuff. But if everyone's given the same budget, supposedly starting budget, but the certain moves and certain transactions they make can either make it bigger or smaller, then has RSL just been absolutely horrendous at their budget and not getting the best players? Because if Miami can do what they did, which they've gotten the most expensive players in the world, I, if I'm not mistaken, I think owners are allowed to put out of their own pocket some part of salaries. I don't know, but
Well,
if Miami can do it, anyone can do it.
and that's where we get back. We go going back to Jason Christ and talking about him about rebuilding the team, and I think that's where his vision's coming into play. Because I don't
Hopefully,
think we'll get more money, especially from ownership. Unfortunately, it's not a slight against the ownership at all. It's just their style, and that's
Right.
fine. We've won the MLS Cup before,
hmm yeah,
but
it's true, and we do have a lot of surplus, by the way.
mhm.
Um, just from and we have two extra DP slots, so we have the space. But going back to the question, no, no requirements on citizenship of certain countries,
Because to,
especially.
to Christian's point, how are we going to grow this league if we're just having, I don't know, one, two, three Americans on the roster? No, that's not growing the league whatsoever.
Well, no, it's not just having an American on the roster. It's forcing the
Yeah.
team to have an American
Yeah,
we
Exactly.
you can
Exactly.
have. I mean, look, LA Galaxy had Landon Donovan, one of the better players in the MLS history, and he's an American. He did great in the league. So you can't just say,
Yeah.
yeah. Anyways, no restrictions, please. That's all I ask. And we all know who's
Well,
better.
here we go. Last and final question
oh,
for this one. What's the greatest performance for RSL or a player you've seen at an RSL game? I'm gonna go real quick because this one's difficult because if we're talking all time, I'm gonna go just this season alone. Rafa Cabral PK shootout against Club America. The way that he stood up and was able to stop them showed me that this is my keeper. This is the man that I want in goal, and that was an amazing performance.
I'm glad you went current because I was gonna go old. Um, I'm gonna go, and I can't remember the exact year, so everyone's gonna have to forgive me on this one, but I think it might be playoffs 2013. It was one where Chris Schuler scored like the game winner against the
oh
Galaxy.
yeah.
Yep.
There's just some memorable moments that I mean, I have so many memorable moments from our history, but that one just seemed to like it lives in me. It is almost like a shove it up. I think it was 13 because Galaxy came off their 11-12 back-to-back championships,
Mm.
and I think it should have been that. So yeah, Chris Schuler beating the Galaxy in extra time.
Oh, that's a lot of pressure on me.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh,
Make it good.
I'm trying. Um,
Listen to your heart.
I'm trying to think when Zlatan and LA Galaxy came to Salt Lake. Trying to think, did they win against us? I don't think they
Six,
did.
we went 6-2. That was the game that we won 6-2.
That's the one.
I'm gonna have to pick that one because Zlatan, while good, is not legendary. Get over
Ooh.
him.
Ooh.
He
Mm-mm.
tucked tail and ran. He couldn't hack it in MLS. I will die on this hill.
And I will fight you on that hill.
He could not hack it in MLS.
I think he wasn't given the tools.
Well, according to his ego,
Bro, I'm a fan of his ego. Like, I wish I had
fair,
that ego.
fair. I wish more players had that ego, but
6-2 though. That was a baller
That was
game.
that was an amazing night. I remember that.
So, all right, guys.
You guys, this
Thanks.
is this is bittersweet. This is our last one of the year.
Just of the year, guys. I mean, chill. We'll
We're
be
of
back
here.
we're gonna
for
we're gonna be back next month.
we'll
A
be back
lot of
for
our a lot
first
of
week
RSL
of
to talk about.
first week of January. We'll be back. No worries.
Yo,
Um,
we're only 2 months, like 2 months and a week-ish away from kickoff of the 2026 season. 2026 season, February 21st of
That's nuts.
2026
That's
all
right
right.
around the corner.
against the Vancouver Whitecaps. We're gonna have a lot of good stuff that we're looking forward to. It is an away game, but that's where we're kicking it off.
Flip. Well, yeah.
We'll have new teammates, we'll have new coaches, the same RSL bros,
We'll have
maybe
new
some
jerseys,
merch,
new jerseys.
new jerseys.
Guys, there's just a lot coming. And thanks for
Be
reminding me.
excited.
I need to make a countdown. I need to find a countdown clock.
Yeah, we
It's probably on the same page as I made the Chicho not scoring clock.
ooh,
Never gonna forgive him for that.
that was
Um,
great.
well, guys, thanks for joining us this whole year. 2025 has been a year, maybe to forget, but
Eh.
a year nonetheless. So stick with us. 2026 is going to be a whole different year with a lot of stuff, especially with the World Cup being here. So, Marcos,
You guys have a happy holidays. Have a great New Year's. And if you guys aren't already, head on over to TikTok, head over to X, head over to Instagram, follow us there at the RSL Bros. Listen to us wherever you catch your podcasts on Spotify and Apple, and watch us on YouTube.
have a holly jolly Christmas. Anyways.
We'll catch you guys next year.
See you soon.